Welcome to the Cinema Gold Show. I'm your host, Larry Leese. Today we're continuing our Classic Rewind series, Spooky Edition, with our review of Happy Death Day to You. So let's dive right in, shall we? Writer-director Christopher Landon's Happy Death Day to You seems to relish in all its little incongruities. Its over-the-top slapstick slasher absurdity manages to land about 80% of the time, but when the third act rolls around, it begins to feel like it's stuck in a time loop, just like its cast of plucky college protagonists. Still, welcome overstaying and clunkiness aside, it manages to be a fun, funny genre bender, great for some solid laughs and clever gimmicks. Picking up almost exactly where the original Happy Death Day 2017 left off, which you can see our review right over here, around here, if you click that little button icon. Once again, focuses on Tree, as she's forced to relive a day in her life over and over again, each time ending with a brutal death. Only this time we're clued in as to why it's all happening. Several supporting characters have seemed to have wandered out of a different movie entirely for about half of the movie. Something a bit more Back to the Future flavored, or maybe even a bit Breakfast Club leaning. But that's part of the fun. Happy Death Day to You obviously wants the audience to be in on the joke, pulling out every stop to wink and nod at just about every college movie trope it can cram into every scene. You name it, this movie's got it. The tongue-in-cheek playfulness isn't limited to character and narrative tropes. There are no less than 3 major slow-motion montage moments, each set to appropriately inappropriate music stings, each lasting just a bit too long to feel organic. There's a tear-jerking family-driven subplot. There's even an extended and abrupt pivot where it suddenly becomes a heist movie, which is just as out of left field as it sounds. Roth is delightfully flexible on to use literal and figurative merry-go-round. Tree manages to both play into and subvert classic final girl conventions by maintaining a gleeful gallows humor to temper her anger and frustration. In a movie that is ostensibly about watching a girl die over and over again, Roth manages to sell both the hilarity and the tension without it ever feeling fetishistic. Yes, Tree is being punished again and again, but her power is never really stripped away because she's as in on it. she's as is on it as the audience is. And then there's Tree's boyfriend Carter. Plays a rather unfortunately large role in motivating Tree's decisions. It's not that Israel Broussard's performance is lacking, but the script places far too much emphasis on Tree and Carter's apparent soulmate-level connection to really feel genuine. To You is at its weakest when it tries to trade its irreverence for sincerity, and poor Carter seems to be almost entirely built to be sincere. Of course, while all this narrative hopscotching is taking place, there's still a killer afoot. Happy Death Day's iconic babyface killer has returned with a vengeance, and the mystery is still fun, at least when it remembers to exist at all. To You is a pretty busy movie, and every now and again it seems to actually forget that it's a slasher flick altogether, barreling full speed in the land of sci-fi hilarity, before it suddenly U-turns back to figure out who the killer is. So what did I think? My final verdict? Despite the slight clunkiness and overcrowded script, Happy Death Day to You deserves a healthy amount of praise for pushing its pedal to the metal all the way through. It's hard not to get the impression that no idea was really shot down in terms of generating story here, no matter how bonkers it all seemed. The level of risk-taking is refreshing, even when it's not completely successful at a return. Hey, have you watched Happy Death Day to You? Let us know in the comments below what you thought about the movie. And our final segment today is our PodDecks segment of Film Night. Each day we pull out a card from the Film Night deck. Actually, a movie night deck, I should say. And then we answer the question, What's your favorite action movie? That's tough. I'm going to go with action. John Wick, the first one. Yeah, John Wick. And then Die Hard's probably a close second. So leave a comment in the section below what you think, or what is your favorite action movie, and tell us why. And before we leave, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up on the video if you liked it. And if you subscribe, you can be entered to win a sweet prize from PodDecks. The link to enter is in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.